Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Don from 1A Auto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And the next time you need a part for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the brakes on this 2002 Chevy Suburban. And the items you'll need for this is new brake pad and rotor kit from 1AAuto.com, 18 and 22 millimeter socket and ratchet with a piece of pipe for extra leverage, T55 Torx bit, large C-clamp, torque wrench, wire brush, jack and jack stands, brake cleaner, and brake grease. Now you want to just loosen up these 22 millimeter caps. Then pull the hubcap free. And then you want to loosen these lug nuts while the vehicle's on the ground, then raise the vehicle and remove them the rest of the way. Unless you have air-powered tools, then you can do it while it's in the air, and then just remove your wheel. Then you want to check for any deep grooves in your rotor, and you want to check in here for the life on your brake pads, and over here for the life on the other one. And you can see ours are actually in decent shape. And you want to remove these two T55 Torx bolts. We'll fast forward as Don does this. Now, using a large C-clamp, just put it back behind the caliper here, and the other part right here on the brake pad, and just twist this in. And this is going to push your caliper piston in and make it easier to pull the caliper off. And then just remove the C-clamp and lift your caliper up and off and set it aside. Now, using a flat blade screwdriver, just pry out your brake pad. And sometimes the brake pads can be stuck in there. Just use a flat blade screwdriver and a hammer to pry it free. Now you want to remove these two 18 millimeter bolts on your caliper bracket. And you can see we use a piece of pipe for some extra leverage here. And we'll just fast forward as he breaks the other one free and removes both of these bolts. Now slide the rotor off. On the left is the old rotor and brake pads. On the right are the new ones from 1A Auto. You can see they're identical and they'll fit exactly the same. Spray your new rotor with brake cleaner and just wipe it down. Do the same thing to the back. Now apply brake grease to the tabs on either end of your brake pads. Now, using your wire brush, just clean up those brake slides on your caliper bracket. Push your rotor back into place, and then twist on a lug nut. And this will just hold the rotor in place. Turn the wheel and put that caliper bracket back into place, and replace those two 18 millimeter bolts. And we'll fast forward as Don does this and tightens both of those up. Now torque both of these to 75 foot-pounds. Push your new brake pads into place. And use a hammer if necessary to lightly tap that into place. Now, using an old brake pad, just put it onto the caliper pistons and then tighten it in with your C-clamp and this will just push those pistons in the rest of the way. Grease up your caliper bolts. Put the caliper back into place. And slide those slide bolts back in. And we'll just fast forward as Don tightens those up. And you want to tighten these to about 30 foot-pounds. Now replace your wheel. And then replace those lug nuts and tighten them preliminarily, lower the vehicle and tighten them the rest of the way. Now torque the lug nuts in a crossing pattern to 100 foot-pounds. Replace the hubcap and tighten up those caps. And after doing work on your brakes, you want to pump the brake pedal until it firms up, and then do a stop test from 5 miles per hour, then 10 miles per hour, and you're all set.
We hope this video helps you out. Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll free, 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.